So living in a van and getting to do van life, do you have any like really cool memories or favorite spots in Australia that you visited?
Yeah, that's actually a fairly easy one.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I didn't know that's what you're going to ask, but the answer springs to mind immediately. So yeah, when I'd first moved into the van, a week later, I was lucky enough that my boss was sending me up to Queensland for that turtle project that I mentioned, and
Yeah.
then I headed further north, which actually wasn't planned, but the borders shut because of the New South Wales outbreak, so I couldn't
Right.
come home without quarantining. So instead, I headed north, and I'd never been up to far north Queensland before. And so I am friends with a few wildlife photographers and ecologists with other organizations on Instagram. And I was saying to them, hey, I'm heading up here. And one of the things I'd thought at the start of this year is like a combination of bucket list and New Year's resolution is that I would try to um, just put myself in a situation to try to find a northern quoll,
Yeah.
which is the smallest of the quoll subspecies, and
Right.
yeah, or core species. Yeah, and I honestly, when I thought of it back in January, I forgot about it because I just didn't think it would happen this year. And then
Mm.
I was on the way up there, and I put a shout out on Instagram to ask people, what wildlife should I look for while I'm up here?
Yeah.
And yeah, a couple of them wrote back like, "Oh, there's northern quolls at this place called Davies Creek."
Yeah.
And I was like, "You are absolutely kidding!" So I went and spent a few nights there, and
Mm.
the first couple of nights had no luck, and then I was slowly driving the road late at night and saw my first northern quoll, and
Mm.
it was like this road there was like a steep sort of cliff like drop to the left, and it was only sort of a one lane road, and I just like immediately pulled over and was like, this is probably worth risking my van
Yeah.
to be able to get out and try to spot this northern quoll on foot.
Yeah.
And yeah, over the next couple of nights I spent a bit longer there, and saw a couple more, and a really lasting memory for me was one of the nights I was parked at the lower Davies Creek campground, and I've put a skylight in my van roof that I can climb through and sit on the roof.
Oh
And
yeah.
I was sitting up there with a beer one night, just sort of looking at the stars, and it was just dead silent. And suddenly this northern quoll came down. I was just sort of doing laps around the van.
Yeah. Right.
Um, yeah, just an
Amazing.
unforgettable experience. So yeah, it's it's less about best spots, more about I think that anybody that chooses this lifestyle is gonna be bad parts about it, like there would be
Mm.
about living in a normal house. But
Yeah.
there's great experiences that will be with you forever. And
Yeah.
yeah, so far that's mine. And that
That's
happened
awesome.
within a few weeks of starting van life. So
Yeah. Wow.
yeah.
That's awesome.